Now that umpires are required to check pitchers for foreign substances, this is Max Scherzer during one of his 2 between-inning checks in Philadelphia. He looks awfully happy with the process to make sure that they don't get too good of a grip on the ball.
Oh.
Up and in.
Those pitches notwithstanding, after this same at-bat results in a strikeout, Joe Girardi, manager of the Phillies, will ask the umpires to check Scherzer, the pitcher, for foreign substances. Now keep in mind, at this point in the ballgame, Scherzer in the 4th, prior to this inning, has already been checked twice between innings by the umpires pursuant to MLB's new policy that just started a day before this game has been played. Joe Girardi is asking the umpires to check Scherzer during play pursuant to the old protocols that predated Manfred's new directive. Joe Girardi, of course, would remember this from 2014 when John Farrell, manager of the Red Sox, asked umpire Jerry Davis to check pitcher Michael Pineda on the Yankees, the team that Joe Girardi was manager of at the time, under the old protocols, of course. Pineda was ejected for pine tar, and I'm sure that Girardi remembered exactly how that's done.
So Joe Girardi is asking the home plate umpire, Tim Timmons and Alfonso Marquez, to take a look at something. Joe must have seen something with one of the baseballs. Scherzer's looking over in the dugout saying, really? But they must have seen something. So Dave Martinez is coming out.
Well, anything to try to throw somebody off their game, and Davey rightfully coming out to protect his guy to see what's going on here. Girardi trying to find anything to get Max off his game, but honestly, I think it's only going to fire him up more and going to make him better.
Davey's upset.
He is upset. Look at Joe. I love it. I love it.
Well, Davey's yelling at Joe, and now Joe's not going to.
If I'm Davey, I'm not standing for this at all.
Not a surprise the broadcasts disagree, but if I had to holistically read the situation, I think that Girardi's just trying to get under Scherzer's skin. We saw how upset Scherzer was just doing the routine inspections during innings. He looked agitated, so of course Joe's going to look for an angle. Phillies are losing.
Alfonso Marquez is saying something to Max Scherzer.
There have been so many times as an official where game management, and this is definitely a game management situation to calm things down, I tell the player, look, I know this is stupid, but we have to do it anyway.
The manager has a right to ask an umpire to check, and Joe's...
They do, but my personal opinion, I want a rules change. If the manager is wrong, it costs their team an out.
Joe's been talking to them the last couple of innings.
But you know, I understand Davey upset, but like, this is the way. This is the way it is. It is.
It's the way it's always been. Now Jim Hickey is saying something too.
To clarify, if MLB is adopting the between innings mandatory check policy, they should get rid of the ability for managers to appeal during an inning. It's not even a real appeal. It's not even in the real rule book. It's just a colloquialism.
They're going to check the pitchers. At what point do now? Okay, well maybe we need to check the catcher's gear. You know, maybe the catcher has pine tar in his glove, and when he throws the ball back to the pitcher, you know, throw a ball on purpose. Catch it, throw it back to the pitcher, and you got stuff on. This might never end. I mean, how they might go out and check the bullpen catcher at some point.
Well, the bullpen runs on the field during a bench-clearing brawl anyway, so that would be a perfect time to check them.
Baseballs when they come in. He does. So this is Scherzer. This is what he might have been looking at. Went to his hat once. Went to his hat again.
Honestly, looks like rosin to me, but I might be wrong.
This clearly just was an instance of a manager trying to throw a guy off his game. Max was just adjusting his hat as he always does in between pitches.
A pitcher has never adjusted his cap in between hitters before.
But this is one guy you don't want to fire up. Max, he gets better. You can see he's clearly irritated. He said, here you go. Everything.
Yeah, Max is ready to undress. Trey looks a little amused by the whole thing. Boy, we are opening up such a big can of worms allowing that.
Anyway, the 4th inning continues and ends on this play. No big incident. Just watch Scherzer walks off the mound, goes straight to the dugout, minds his own business.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 men left. Here's a special look at the Tomorrow War, starring Chris Pratt.
Not quite tomorrow, but it is the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Scherzer's last inning of work, so this happens.
That may be it for Scherzer. If it is, it's 8 strikeouts at a 1-2-3 5th inning. He looks over near the Phillies dugout, gazing, wondering, what are they thinking?
Dugout. My God.
Joe Girardi's popping up. We'll go to the 6th. It's 3-1 Nationals. Max Scherzer, as the inning ended, gazing over toward the Phillies dugout. Didn't say anything, just looked, and then Joe Girardi came up and said, "Come on over." Firing everybody up, and he was ejected from the ball game. That's the ejection from Tim Timmons. 40th ejection for Joe.
Max does a stare down. Joe challenges him to a fight. Tim Timmons is a hockey linesman. This ejection has everything.
Get into it. Now Max says, look, hey, I'm clean. Look at me, my hands, my ball cap, I'm clean.
He's like, here, you can have it. You can check for yourself.
Wow. Jim Hickey upset.
And I think Girardi got tossed during that whole sequence coming out on the field like that. Tim Timmons threw him out of the game.
We're going to the top of the 6th in a 3-1 game. I don't know. Is this over? Or are we just getting started?
I think we're just getting started, Bob.
Hey, did you know that MLB's #1 ranked prospect Wander Franco made his debut with the Tampa Bay Rays tonight? No, this was more exciting. I agree.